Okay, page 24, please. Unit 2 in vocabulary book. Yes, are you with me?
Yes.
Yes. Page 22.
Yes, please.
Miss page 42 ولا 24؟
Yes, 24. Mariam Shaghdali is Mariam? I didn't see Mariam Shaghdali. Mariam. Mariam?
Sure, yes, this is Mariam Khalid. Her microphone is not working.
So please buy a microphone, ya Mariam. Girls, we have a quiz next week. I have to hear all your voices and see your faces. I have to. Serene, read ya Serene, 24. Why vote?
Okay. It is dispiriting to acknowledge the lack of interest that citizens of the United States display when it comes to exercising their right to vote. Many eligible voters, nearly 40% in fact, stayed home in the last presidential election, while at the turn of the 20th century, there was an 80% turnout rate for presidential elections. Why has such
Lassitude, yes.
lassitude
Wait a
permitted?
minute.
Yes, you are not recording.
I am recording. You are
No,
recording.
because you are on spotlight.
You are really?
She is recording.
Ella, you are recording.
No, you're recording.
No, miss, you are on spotlight. It's written that it won't be recorded.
Okay.
شوفي من فوق.
Okay. So girls, okay, continue, Serene. Why has such, yes, lassitude? Listen. Wait a minute. I don't want you to hear.
Lassitude.
Yes, continue. Lassitude. Permitted. Huh?
Lassitude permitted a society that once was vigorous and electric about voting.
Okay, stop.
Permeate.
Okay.
Permeate.
Permeated. So we say permeated. So girls, the object of the vocabulary is to get out the meaning of unfamiliar word without looking up the dictionary. So, okay, it's a persuasive essay to convince people to go to vote. While all the turn of the 20th century, there was an 80% turnout rate for presidential elections. Why has such lassitude permeated a society? Such lassitude permeated a society. So such part of speech, lassitude part of speech is what?
Noun.
Yes, noun. Permeated is the verb. Permeated a society. So why such lassitude? Why such what, girls? Why such what's happening here?
Lack
Because
of
the number,
energy.
lack of energy, because the number of the number of people who go to the election is down. So it is what? A lack of energy or lack of desire to go and vote. So why has such lassitude permeated the society? Did what to the society? Spread and involved, penetrates the society. Okay. Okay, continue, Serene.
Non-voters contend that their vote makes little difference and that they cannot vote because candidates are all loud-mouthed.
Loud, blah, blah, blah.
Bombastic. And
bombastic.
There was a very famous song at our time. When I was at your age, it was bombastic. I think they released a new version these days. Listen to it. Bombastic. Continue. Bombastic and dishonest. Bombastic and dishonest. So the candidates are loudmouth, loudmouthed, bombastic, and dishonest. So what is bombastic?
Like dishonesty.
Adjective.
Yeah, it's an adjective. Excellent. What does it mean? Hmm?
It means like
overblown.
يعني like maximum sound or
Yes, high sound. They just talk. They reach the high sound, and they just talk. Okay, and dishonest. Yeah. Okay. Continue, Serena.
Such non-voters surmise that
Yes.
politicians,
What
once elected,
yes. What surmise that? Listen.
Surmise.
What surmise? What do they? Because as part of speech of surmise here, such non-voters surmise that politician. So the part of speech is what?
Verb.
Yes, a verb. Huh? What surmise that politicians won elected? They what? Surmise that politicians.
both.
Assume.
Assume. Think. It is related to like a painting, a kind of painting, like imagining or claiming or declaiming or reclaiming or something. Okay.
once
Continue.
elected act in their own best interests and not in the interest of the people who put them in office. Perhaps they find examples of such behavior among elected officials, but the right to vote is one that should be exercised and appreciated, regardless of personal opinion about the character of the politicians. What non-voters do not recognize is the plight of people who cannot vote at all. Over many millennia and
Millennia.
and in societies all across the globe, voting was not regarded as
So over many millennia, girls, over many millennia part of speech is what? Over millennia.
No.
Huh? Noun. Yes, object of preposition. Yes, so what does it mean?
A period of time.
A period of time, yes.
Millennium.
Millennia is the plural for millennium. Millennium is 1,000 years. Okay?
yes.
Yes, continue.
Voting was not regarded as an intersect and
Intrinsic.
Intrinsic.
Listen, girls.
Intrinsic.
Intrinsic. Yes. Was not regarded as an intrinsic and inherent right of citizens. What is intrinsic and inherent right of citizens? Belonging. Belonging to things by its name. Fundamental. Belonging. Basic. Basic inherent right of citizens.
Can we say priority?
Priority. Continue.
except in rare instances. First, absolute monarchs ruled and made
Monarchs.
decisions. Monarchs ruled and made decisions by claiming the divine right of kings they believed they alone enjoyed.
Yes.
Aristocrats conquered, and like the
Aristocrats.
Caesars,
Yes.
queens, kings, and emperors,
Thank
they
you, dear.
served.
Thank you. Malika?
After Malika.
Okay, after Malika, you read Yemai. Yes?
They served, they believed that common people were too callow and
Yes, we're too
uneducated.
callow.
Callow.
Callow. Listen, girls.
Callow.
They believe the common people were too callow and uneducated. Callow and uneducated. So
Same meaning.
yes, callow is a shallow person, a raw person, like when a person of 18 years old go to work. He's so naive. He is raw, like the raw meat, has no experience. Okay, continue.
Unless these rulers in their sessions were compassionate and astute, life for their powerless subjects was a struggle. The same was true for citizens ruled by unrestrained, was powerful tyrants like Nazi Germany, Adolf Hitler, and Russia, Joseph
Russia.
Stalin.
Yes, this is Joseph Stalin. Stalin and Hitler, both of them were tyrannies, that they kill anyone who opposes their opinion.
Even in the emerging democracy in America, the country founders vigorously debated who could and could not become enfranchised. In 1789, only white men who owned property could rightfully take part in the voting process. Hardly the
Epitome.
Yes, epitome. Listen.
Epitome.
Epitome. Listen.
Epitome.
Listen, guys.
Epitome.
epitome
Of
of democracy, but a start.
yes. What is hardly the epitome of democracy? What is part of a speech of epitome?
No.
Noun.
Noun. Yes. Yeah. Noun. Yes. Huh. Hardly the epitome of democracy. Epitome of democracy. When I possess something, mine, hardly my mind of a democracy, the possess of democracy. Epitome is a noun of democracy, but a start. Okay?
Teacher, I heard people use epitome when there is a life-changing moment, maybe? Like, this thing is a life-changing moment.
Let me check. I here it's an example, illustration or type. No. It's condensed account, especially of literary work, where it is possess a high degree in the feature of a whole class. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So thank you, Malika. Maya? Maya? Maya, you said you want to read.
Yes, miss, I was reading, but no, I was muted.
Okay, yeah.
Even in the emerging democracy in America,
No, some non-voters.
Invade.
Some non-voters invade.
some non-voters invade against the electoral college.
So they invade against the electoral college. So they do what? It is a verb or a noun or what, girls? Invade. Invade is a verb. So some non-voters invade against. Against. So what do you do against?
Oppose.
Oppose. Yes. Strongly oppose. Strongly protest. Like here in the picture. Okay? Okay. Continue, Maya.
Claiming that this body of electors, not the majority of individual voters, actually chooses the president. Under the current system, voters in presidential elections vote not for a
Presidential,
candidate,
yes.
vote not for a candidate, but for a slate of electors who are affiliated with a certain party and who promise to cast their ballots for that party's standard bearer. In a very closely contested election, a candidate with a slight majority of popular votes might lose the election because of the way in the electoral college has voted. This was happened more than once in the country's history.
Yeah, so they do not only vote for the president, they vote for the like whole group of them. Okay, yes. Continue.
Today, in many countries, totalita- tot- بس can you read it?
Totalitarian.
Totalitarian
This is a party in government.
dictators still make all decisions for the citizenry ex officio.
Ex officio.
Ex officio.
Ex officio.
Ex officio. Whether or not the people.
So what is ex officio? Make all decisions for the citizenry ex officio. Ex officio. Officio, does it remind you of any word? Officio.
Official.
Official. So by official position. Okay. Continue.
Whether or not the people support those decisions in such societies, citizens are helpless against the stringent.
Wait a minute. Stringent. Wait a minute. I want you to. Yes. Continue. Stringent. Listen.
Stringent.
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 So in such societies, citizens are helpless against the stringent laws. So they are helpless against stringent laws. I am doing what to laws? Verb or adjective?
Adjective.
Adjective. Which kind of laws? The laws are what?
Strict.
Strict. So stringent means strict.
And rigid strictures. That's
yes, and rigid. So it is the same meaning. Stringent, the same of rigid.
Infringe. Infringe.
Infringe. Yes. Structures that infringe upon most aspects of their lives. What's infringe? Infringe upon the part of speech it was. That infringe part of speech is what?
Verb.
Verb. That infringe most aspects of their life. That the strict laws, the stringent laws. Okay? Infringe upon most aspects of their life. So what is infringe?
Intrude.
Huh?
Break.
Break or violate. You know, when you violate is to get forcefully, violate or break, to take a right. Okay, thank you, Maya. Hello, girls. Malak Al-Haj, please read. Malak Al-Haj.
Yes, miss.
Yes. From page 25, the beginning.
Most aspects of their lives, those resisting in one party democracy, in which autocrats pay lip serving to democratic ideals but treat opposing
candidates, yes,
as interlopers.
Yes, and interloper. Listen.
Interloper. Interloper.
As interlopers. So the part of speech of interlopers what? As interlopers.
Noun.
A noun, because it's object of preposition. So in which autocrats pay lip service to democratic ideals but treat opposing candidates as interlopers. How they will treat them as interlopers? What is interloper? If I divide it, it's inter and is the noun. So interloper is the person who interloper, the person who interferes.
Intruder.
Yeah, and yes, intruder, a person who interferes or meddles in the affairs of other people. Interlopers. Interlopers. Continue.
Have it no better, non-voters should be urgently exhorted
Exhorted.
Exhort. Exhort.
Exhorted.
to consider the alternative to democracy before they refuse to go to the polls of castle of
Yes. So non-voters should be urgently, should be. So something will happen, be done to them. Exhorted to consider the alternative to democracy before this. Exhorted to be, to consider. They what? What is exhort someone? How to exhort someone? Push, urge. Okay? Advice. Okay? Continue.
Voting is a process, not a panacea. A single vote will neither herald positive change nor instantly ameliorate.
Yes, ameliorate. Wait a minute.
Ameliorate.
Ameliorate.
Ameliorate. Ameliorate.
Say, read.
Poor conditions put voting in the best chance to achieve either outcomes in America.
Responsible.
Responsible.
So, neither herald positive change nor instantly ameliorate. What is instantly ameliorate? To do what, girls? Herald positive change. Again, voting is a process, not a panacea. Voting is a process. A single vote will neither herald positive change. It will not herald positive change, nor instantly ameliorate poor conditions. To do what to the poor conditions? Neither positive nor ameliorate poor condition. So what is
Can you
ameliorate?
say herald?
Herald? Help?
Because they wrote it up يعني. No
Yeah.
herald positive change, nor instantly herald in poor condition.
Help, improve, right? To make better. Are you with me? For what? For the poor conditions. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you understand the passage and the words? Or not yet?
Yes.
So can you please say the words alone? Only the words? Go, start. All of you. Yes, all of you.
Okay. Upon
1, 2, 3, girls. 1, 2, and 3. Huh?
upon
Only Serena?
upon
No, from the beginning.
what should I do?
Permeated. Permeated. And page 24.
Lassitude أول شيء مس.
Lassitude.
Lassitude.
Not
Permeated.
lassitude. Lassitude.
Lassitude.
Permeated.
Permeated.
Bombastic.
Bombastic.
Surmise.
Surmise.
Millennia.
Millennia.
Entrance.
Intrusive.
Callow.
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 Hello.
Epitome.
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 Invade.
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 Exofficial.
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 Noor, are you here, ya Noor?
Yes, miss. Exofficial.
Arwa, are you here, ya Arwa?
Stringent.
Yes, Arwa, your mic is working?
Yeah, it worked this time.
Okay. Stringent.
Stringent.
Infringe.
Infringe.
Interlopers.
Interloper.
Exhorted.
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 Ameliorate.
Ameliorate.
Yes, I
Okay,
can't
good.
find surmise and the other page.
You can't what?
Find the word surmise and the next page.
Because they will be in set B.
Ah,
Okay? Okay, girls, yalla. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Don't forget
bye.
today I will give you a
Bye.
trial of the quiz. Please answer it.
Okay.
Teacher,
I have
when?
a question.
After the
Can you
school
tell us on
classroom.
WhatsApp?
Okay.
Teacher, do we have a homework? A vocab?
No, vocabulary, no.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Miss,
Have a
I
nice
want to ask you
weekend.
something.
Of course, ask, dear.
The draft